Hey everybody. So sorry that we were kind of MIA last week. We had a minor infection that left us unable to really talk for long periods and just really wiped out. And we just completely got focused on trying to get better and didn't even think about letting anybody know what was going on. We're really sorry for that. We'll try to keep you guys posted in the future. But on to the topic of this video, we're going to be talking about, can you be successful in your career with DID or OSDD? Now, we see this question asked a lot. And a lot of people assume that you can't. But the answer is that you most assuredly can. It is perfectly possible to have DID or OSDD and be successful in your career. It's also possible to be unable to work or to struggle to work, and these are also equally valid. However, it's not a static thing. Depending upon where you're at in your healing journey, how much communication you and your system mates have, how well you are functioning in life overall, all of these things are going to affect how you do in your job and whether or not you can keep one. And that is something that we hear a lot too, is that people are concerned that having DID or OSDD means that they won't be able to keep a job. Now again, this is very individual. Some systems are going to have a very difficult time, and other systems are going to be very successful at keeping a job and in their working life in general. And it's not uncommon for systems to cycle between being very successful or struggling very much, or anywhere else on the spectrum, and that's just it. It's a spectrum, like a lot of things. Some systems are going to struggle more at some times and less at other times. And some systems are going to have inherently more of a difficult time, while other systems are going to inherently have an easier time. But having DID or OSDD by no way, shape, or form dictates that you can't have a successful career. You can. It is very, very possible. It is entirely going to depend on how well you and your system mates can cooperate and what kind of boundaries you set and how everybody feels about where you're working. These things are all going to affect this. But as long as the majority, if not all, because all is always better, of the members of the system are on the same page about making sure that work happens, going to work, taking care of things, then you can be perfectly fine. And there are many systems that successfully work very high stress, very prestigious types of jobs without any issue. And there are systems that struggle to work at all. And all of these states are perfectly valid. And remember that just because you can't work right now, or you have trouble keeping a job right now, or any other variation in between, that doesn't mean that you're stuck there forever. The more you heal, the more you cooperate with your system mates, the better off your relationship with them will be. And the better off your relationship with your system mates will be, the easier it will be to gain cooperation in things like work. Now, it is true that for some systems, they will never be able to be gainfully employed. This is valid. There is nothing wrong with that. You can only do what you are capable of. And if you are not currently capable of working for any reason, there is no shame in that. It is okay to need help. It is okay to struggle. That does not diminish your value as a system or as a living body in any way. And other systems are going to function very, very well and be able to hold down a job for extremely long periods of time. And this is also valid. And one is not better than the other. They're just different. And every system is going to function differently, just like anywhere else. And this is true whether you have DID, OSDD, whether you're polyfragmented, whether you're a system that's very small of only 2 people, it does not matter. Everyone's going to be different. And how well you function in the workforce is going to be different. But there is no reason to say that it is impossible to have or keep a job with DID or OSDD. Categorically untrue. It is very possible. It's not possible for everyone at every moment. It's not possible for everyone ever, but that does not mean it's impossible. Sometimes it just takes some accommodations. Sometimes it takes workarounds. And sometimes it takes accepting that maybe that's not the right path for you. Maybe an alternate path is better, and that's okay too. But remember, having DID or OSDD is not some sort of terrible death sentence that means that you can't be a functional member of society. You can. And what that looks like for you may be different than what you imagined it would look like, but that doesn't make you any less valuable. Whether you are able to be gainfully employed or not does not change your value as a person. And just because you're not able to work right now doesn't mean you will never be able to work. It just means that you're having trouble right now. So this was something we wanted to address because we had seen it so often asked in a lot of support groups lately, and we've seen a lot of discussion around it. And we hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you liked what we had to say, and feel free to let us know what you think in the comments below. But if you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Have a good day, everybody.